just gonna show you how I combined my samp with beans to make a nice curried meal that you can enjoy with your family at home. Okay, let's get started. You will need 2 cups of the sugar beans that you would have soaked overnight, and you will also need some salt, which I use maybe about a tablespoon, some cooking oil, about a tablespoon as well, and then 2 cups of water, which is about the amount that can cover the beans. I'm just using a pressure cooker to make everything faster. I'm just going to put it on 25 minutes. After that, release the pressure. So if you're not using a pressure cooker like I'm doing, you will want your beans to be cooked up until it's nearly soft or nearly tender, and from there you will set it aside and then make sure you drain it. Use a colander or whatever that you use, let it drain, and you then go on to your samp. Okay, you will need another 2 cups of samp. My samp is a bit more finer, it's smaller pieces, so that's why I've separated it. So if you've got samp that has larger pieces, you can actually boil beans and the samp at the same time. I wasn't very sure about how long it would take, and again you will need enough water just to cover the samp, cooking oil just a little bit, and some salt. With this samp, because it's smaller pieces, I just did 15 minutes for that. Now on to the fun part. You will need a pot that you can have a lid on. Turn on your stove to medium heat. You will need some cooking oil. Any cooking oil will be fine. Just make sure it covers the base of your pot. I used 1 medium-sized onion chopped up, and then you just fried that until it is transparent. I then add a tablespoon of garlic, which is already chopped up for me, a tablespoon of chilies, just stir everything in. Make sure you don't burn anything. Reduce the heat if you need to. I then add a whole cup of mixed peppers. I use different ones, so you can use any ones that you want, but I've used all 3 different colors just for color. Let that saute for about a minute. Make sure you're stirring. I then use a whole tin of chopped tomatoes, whichever way you want to put it, tomatoes, and then you mix it all in. I then add in a teaspoon of turmeric and a tablespoon of mixed herbs, which I just use the dried ones. from there you just mix everything up. Just make sure it's evenly spread into the mix. And then you will need to reduce your heat just a little bit because you want to simmer this now. You will then add a whole cup of water, mix it all in, and then let your stew simmer for about 20 minutes. And there you have it. That's your curried samp and sugar beans all combined into a divine meal. If you enjoyed this recipe, please do subscribe onto this channel. Follow me on Instagram at Shalom's World. Thank you.